I promise you cannot make this stuff up. How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about a crazy story coming out of a Taco Bell in Dallas, Texas. Now, what started as a dispute, a fight, a scuffle, a misunderstanding, whatever you want to call it, over a bad order, ended in some second and third degree burns. Now, you may ask yourself, hey, ABL, how does a fight over a bad order, over a gordita, a taco, soft shell, hard shell, how does that argument turn into second and third degree burns for not one but two different people? Great questions. Glad you asked. Let's go ahead and roll the clip. If you want to see this clip without my commentary in full, the link will be in the description. But I'm going to play it right now, a little bit censored. But after we get done watching that, I'll come back. I'll talk about what was said there. Then I'll give you the rest of my 2 cents and my deep detail analysis. And then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
It was Sunday night, June 17th, at Taco Bell at 11829 Abrams Road, 11 p.m. when the restaurant was drive-through only. Shown on the restaurant's own surveillance cameras, 3 women in a white car pull up to the window to pick up their order, but something is wrong with it. So their attorney says they returned to the drive-through and are at the window arguing for a full 7 minutes.
CT and Brittany went up to the dining room where an employee let them in. Most of the time, what you see is CT and Brittany standing peacefully and calmly at the counter.
2.5 minutes later, as an argument begins about the order, the women step into the kitchen.
At some point, a male Taco Bell employee started threatening her to a fight. She's a 16-year-old girl. She's got a tough heart. She wasn't going to back down.
Which is when another employee dips a pitcher into boiling water and throws it on the 2 women. They run from the restaurant as the employee goes back to fill up the pitcher a second time.
This is not just, some hot water. It burned them very badly.
And a warning, the injuries are difficult to see. Bubbles and burns to the shoulder, arm, thigh, and face of the 16-year-old. Brittany Davis with severe burns to her chest, who also suffered seizures and had to be life-flighted to Parkland Hospital. And then this part of the surveillance video. The attorneys say one of the employees appears to pull a handgun from his pants.
It's beyond comprehension to me that any employee inside of a Taco Bell store would be armed.
The company has offered only this statement: "We take the safety and well-being of team members and customers seriously. Taco Bell is in contact with the franchise owner and operator of this restaurant on this matter and cannot comment on specifics of pending litigation."
Hopefully Taco Bell will do the right thing here. If they don't, then we are prepared to go the distance.
They have already filed a lawsuit while Dallas police consider criminal charges too.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, that was pretty gruesome. I saw this clip earlier, probably about a day or two ago, and I didn't see all the information. I did not see those graphic pictures. I did not hear from a lawyer. And shout out to this lawyer who appears to be in the hotel room. Are you an ambulance chaser, sir? It appears that way, but I digress. The whole point is that I saw this story, but I didn't see all the extra information. I did not see the security cam footage of them being in the line. I did not know how long they were arguing. I didn't see anything other than them being behind the counter, and then that hot water came out, which I'll get to in a moment. Now, here's my initial reaction to the whole situation. I think the hot water might have been a little bit over the top. However, it wouldn't have happened if these people didn't go behind the counter. First thing, what are you doing inside the store when it's closed? That's my number one thing. I think maybe the manager or whoever it was might have done the wrong thing by letting them inside. Now, I don't know why they let them inside. Were they banging on the door? Was it like a confrontation? I don't know. Maybe they're trying to smooth it over and just be cool. I don't know why they let them in. But that was the first mistake that was made, letting them in. And they shouldn't have wanted to actually come into the restaurant. What is that serious about a Taco Bell order to where you got to come inside the restaurant when it's closed? First thing. Second thing, what are you doing behind the counter? Now, we've seen incidents like this and worse. We saw the bodega situation, which was much different. In the bodega situation, the guy came behind the counter, but you never should be behind the counter in the bodega because it's like you're trying to rob the place. I mean, same thing with a fast food joint, but definitely in a little small corner store like that. But the person who wound up getting stabbed to death was attacking the actual bodega clerk. He attacked him once, Poppy didn't do anything. He attacked him again when Poppy was trying to leave. So Poppy was just trying to fend him off and go about his day. That was much different than what's happening here when they went behind the counter, and then there appears to be some kind of frustration. I don't know if it was, some words being said, some fighting words being said, but there was some frustration. Here comes that hot boiling water. Now, that might get her in some trouble, maybe, because I'm not sure that was appropriate in that situation. Maybe they threatened to pull some kind of weapon. Maybe they were trying to square up and fight. I don't know what it is, but I think unless they are actually physically trying to fight you or brandishing a weapon, you probably can't throw hot boiling water on them and give second and third degree burns. I'm just saying that's probably going to be the case. And then my other man had the pistol. He had the pistol up in his in his shirt. And it was crazy, the guy talking about, oh, you shouldn't be armed in a Taco Bell. Really? Have you not seen what's happened all over the country? You need to be armed everywhere. You need to be armed in church, school, Taco Bell, Lenox Mall, wherever you are. You need to have your weapon on you because people are crazy. You never know what's going on. They're inside the Taco Bell when it's closed, first of all. Second of all, they're behind the counter. Third of all, they're arguing. Voices are being raised. I don't know you. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to protect my life, okay? And those that are around me who I want to protect, I'm going to protect them as well. So, yeah, I need my weapon in Taco Bell. I don't care where I'm at. I need that, okay? I have constitutional rights, Second Amendment, right to bear arms, right to defend myself. I'm going to do that. So I don't know who sent this guy to this hotel room, okay? I'm thinking some kind of larger national organization. He had to get in the whole gun control thing. It was a whole big mess, but I will digress. The point is that the one guy had his pistol. Now, I don't know if he pulled it or brandished it, but he appeared to be kind of fumbling for that under his shirt, which, in my humble opinion, might be appropriate depending upon the threat level that he felt at that particular time. Now, I'm not saying that it would be right for him to pull it and let it go. I'm just saying it's right for him to have it and be aware of it, be cognizant of it if he needs to pull it at any point in time. Because I don't care, male, female, black, white, Puerto Rican, candy stripe, people are crazy. You never know who's on drugs, who has a weapon, who's having a bad day, who's having some financial difficulty. Whatever it is, I don't know what you're going through, but guess what? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go home to my family. How about that? If you don't go home, well, hey, man, oh, well, I got to go home, right? But anyway, so the hot boiling water gets poured on them to get them out of the actual place. Again, the right thing to do from the beginning was to not allow them to be inside. Have it be drive-through only. If it's drive-through only, let it be drive-through only, okay? If they want to cuss and fuss and carry on, then, have them go over there. Go over there to the side. Maybe they let them in because they were in the drive-through holding it up for 7 minutes. They went through the drive-through once. The order was wrong. They came back arguing for 7 minutes. You holding the line up. I got orders back. Okay, I need you to go ahead and go over here. And they probably were trying to come inside. But what you shouldn't do is go behind the counter. There's been kind of an epidemic of this. People going behind the counter, thinking they could do whatever they want to do. Now, I'm not excusing the hot water. I'm not excusing possibly the pistol coming out and that coming into play. I'm just saying, what are you to do when people just cross boundaries they shouldn't cross? What are you doing back here, ma'am? You don't work here. You're not going to be flipping no tacos. You're not going to be stuffing no burrito with cheese and meat and sauce and all that kind of stuff and sprinkling it with lime. What are you doing back here? You need to be over there. You need to be out there actually in the line or pull to the side and we'll come out to you. That's what should happen. But of course it didn't. So now we have people that are very seriously injured. One person said I guess a girl had a seizure or something like that. I mean, I don't know. You're hearing stuff from the lawyer. Take it with a grain of salt. These pictures look kind of suspect as well. I'm not saying they're fake. This looks kind of weird. But I think this could have been avoided if you just didn't go behind the counter. And if the manager did not let them inside. Now, we're going to see what penalty is going to come about to the people that were behind the counter as far as the whole hot water thing. We'll see what happens with that. If there's going to be any kind of criminal penalty or not. It could be self-defense, but I'm not quite sure because I didn't see the people, the women in question, trying to fight, except for being behind the counter, which is like a level of it's a escalation of a threat level. You're using fighting words, you're talking, you're arguing and whatnot. The lawyer was like, oh, well, the guy behind the counter challenged you to a fight. Why would you do something like that if there's no reason to? Okay, if you're just sitting there normally minding your business, not doing anything wrong, why would someone say, hey, you want to fight? There's no reason for it. That became a challenge because of the nature of the confrontation. That's what's going on. But as I close, I want to say this. People just need to keep their hands to themselves. Treat people that work in the service industry well. That's all I'm saying. Like, I see it far too often, and every time I see it, I cringe. I'm at a restaurant, and I see somebody talking to the waiter or waitress crazy. I hate that so much. You know, just be kind and be nice to everybody that you come across. Even if they're not a kind of nice person, you do the right thing. You be the bigger person all the time, okay? Because what you don't want is a confrontation. Now y'all fighting. Or, and what you don't want, even if not for trying to avoid physical conflict, what you don't want is to just treat people like trash. I don't care what they do for a living. Treat everyone like a person. Like how it's a golden rule, right? Treat everyone in the way that you wish to be treated. Why is that so difficult? But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about this hot water attack? Was it justified, not justified, too much, just right? Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. I think the hot water might have been a little bit too much if there was not an immediate threat of violence. Now, if they're back there tussling, pulling out weapons and whatnot, all right, take this hot water, splash it on you. You got boils and burns. All right, well, you shouldn't have been back here trying to fight. You could have got stabbed up or shot up. We saw that in New York City in the bodega. That could have happened. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't go behind the counter. Treat everybody with respect and kind and nice. Just do that and you can avoid all these situations. But again, I think there was fault on both sides. Do not let the people in the restaurant when it's closed. Okay, don't do that. And don't go behind the counter. Don't be trying to talk crazy to the people that's behind the counter. Just stay outside, pull over there, and they'll fix your order and bring it right back out to you. And I wonder what the actual issue was with the order to be arguing for 7 minutes. Okay, what was it? Too much sauce on the taco? All right, okay. The tacos are what? $1 at Taco Bell? I'll give you another one on the house. Take that. Matter of fact, here's another chicken nugget in your taco. Take that too. How about that? What could have been so difficult to where it couldn't be ironed out in the drive-thru in a matter of 7 minutes? I don't really understand. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.